Greetings, everybody. For those of you that are new to this channel, my name is Ellen Red. I'm a way shower and an ascension guide, and I'm here to assist the collective in the Great Awakening, or what I call the Great Rescue Mission. I am a 12D activated Palladian starseed and part of the angelic race in the Melchizedek order. I am here to assist the collective in moving through and healing and correcting any templating that is not in alignment with your divine blueprint. I'm coming forward today to talk about 2022 here on your earth plane and what to expect in the upcoming year, as well as some channeled information that I received in regards to just tweaking some language around our understanding of the matrix. And, you know, there's a lot in our collective community, myself included, that have oftentimes referred to it as escaping the matrix. And I've channeled some information to work around healing and soothing that energy and correcting the way that we're perceiving things there, so that we can move through it in a little more of a healthy method according to the galactics. So it'll be kind of a two-part video, and I'll start first with the download in regards to exiting the matrix and that conversation. And I myself, again, have oftentimes referred to it as needing to exit the matrix in order to ascend. And although there's some truth in that, I received information to correct and heal that energy a little bit in terms of the fact that we are the code writers of the matrix. So rather than having this idea or the energy around needing to exit, rather we're rewriting that code. We're the code writers of New Earth. And we are recreating or rewriting New Earth codes and shifting out of the old paradigm or the old matrix. And so I received a lot of information in regards to the fact that you yourself are a code writer, and in some regards have even written some of the matrix code or the old paradigm. So, you know, we're constantly creating and manifesting through our thoughts and our actions and our deeds. And we ourselves have participated in this old paradigm. And as we're ascending and realigning with our true blueprint, we are then learning to step into New Earth codes and rewriting it. And a lot of the earlier first and second and third wavers, particularly the first wavers too, who have done a lot of pioneering into the darkness to help carve a path for New Earth codes that really hasn't been active or prevalent on our planet. And so it's been a pioneering project, if you will. And so a lot of those that are on the ascension path now are stepping into that path and learning to rewrite codes. And some souls are being used for different activations or different codes that are coming through. So some people are experiencing things in their particular soul journey that is unique and that really hasn't been discovered or explained or described in a way that we can connect with in terms of New Earth codes and correcting old patterns, implants, removing implants and correcting faulty patterns that really aren't in alignment with our blueprint. So the galactics, the guides, the angelics have come through and wanted me to share that message that we're not really trying to escape the matrix itself. We are correcting code. We are eliminating old matrix paradigms that don't serve us anymore. And so we are in a way escaping that, but we're actually writing new code. And you are part of that. The whole collective is part of that. So every individual has the capacity now to help write code into New Earth. And what that means, for those of you that aren't really sure what I'm talking about, what that means is that every thought that you have, every deed that you do, every action that you make, every kindness that you offer the world, every time you evolve and grow through a lesson that maybe you hadn't understood before, but you receive it, a higher understanding on it, you then help to rewrite that code for the future of humanity. And so it's really an awesome time to be here and to understand that you have that much power within you. And so that was the download, is for you to understand that you are the creators of New Earth. You are the code writers. You are those who are going to be writing in the future what we do and don't accept for our children and for our future and for our food systems and all of those things. And it might seem like a lot of work or a big job for you at this time, but if you just look at it as a day-by-day basis, you are a code creator. You are creating the new codes for New Earth. So I just want to honor all of you who are here on this Earth plane at this time, assisting in this work, because it's sacred work, and it's awesome and unfathomable. For those of you who, maybe haven't had foresight and traveled in the dimensions and seen other timelines, the picture of New Earth as we are ascending there is beyond your wildest dreams. It is the most beautiful and sacred place. That there are no wars and no harm and no hurt to children and all of those things. So where we're at now and where we're going, there's a bit of a gap, but we are the creators of that. And the more that we anchor that energy into our own world, into our own personal lives, wherever we're being called, we're literally helping to speed up that momentum. And so whether you consider yourself a light worker or a starseed or a way shower or an empath or a truther or anybody, or you don't have titles for yourself, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that your soul came here at this particular time, which is a most profound time to be on the earth plane, to assist with this great work and this recreation of the matrix. So again, we're not really escaping the matrix itself. This is what the galactics wanted me to help correct in the collective's mentality or perception around it, is, because there's an energy that there's a frequency and an energetic tone with the feeling of needing to escape. Sorry, this cat, every time I get on a video, she likes to get the attention, so I apologize for that. But anyhow, there's an energy that goes with feeling like you need to escape something, and they want me to help correct that for the collective. So not really escaping the old, you need to learn to work within it to recreate the new earth. So rather than this feeling of, oh my gosh, I've got to get out of this situation and get off this earth and all those things, that's really the wrong thinking and not healthy and not at all in alignment with our truth. Our truth is that we really, really wanted to be here. And not only did we really want to be here, but we were very evolved enough to be chosen for this mission. And our work really is about being the code creators, correcting the faulty codes and being able to write in what your future is. So when they say that you're the author of your own destiny, they mean it, okay? You are writing how you want your future to be. And you can either write it in the old paradigm with wars and sorrows and all those other things, or you can shift your own perception in your own world with I'd like to say that that's an easy thing to do, but obviously it takes a lot of work to get to those points and peel layer upon layer upon layer of the old code or the old matrix to rewrite the new one. But that is the process that we're doing. And many are doing it from an unconscious perspective, and that's okay, but it's better if you become conscious about everything that you're going through. So cognitive dissonance comes through from my guides right now to kind of help you guys also understand that in order to do that, when you get presented with new information, you want to be able to try to keep an open mind instead of getting into that defensive mode of rejecting what's coming through. This is part of shifting from one paradigm into another paradigm, is that you need to be able to overcome that cognitive dissonance. The human mind, it likes to kind of immediately reject new information because it poses a mirror for you to recognize within yourself things that weren't in alignment with source. And that's hard to face sometimes. So, you need to be able to work through that part of yourself and keep an open mind and continue to, allow yourself to be shown and to learn and to remember your true codes. And as you're doing that, you then start to write the new code. So that was the first part of the video. And then I wanted to follow up with some things to begin to look forward to in the upcoming year of 2022. Because I've been shown a lot of things that are coming through right now that are actually really, really, really great for the light. And so we've had a lot of wins already, but I've also seen that we're going to have in the next, from now to the next 3 or 4 years, we're going to have a lot of unfoldment of those that are going to get, they're going to be held accountable for some of the things that they've been doing to create this they're trying to hack the timeline, because we've been stepping into, the Great Awakening, and they've been trying to put us back in a dark age, if you will. And so there is going to be a lot of unfoldment about that just this year, but in the next 3 to 4 years from now until the next 3 or 4 years, it's going to be very, very good. 2022 is going to have a lot of really, really good things that happen for the light. You're going to see the unfoldment or the crumbling of, the whole CV-19 narrative. You're going to see a lot of people coming out and really being prosecuted for certain things. You're going to see, what else have I received? You're going to see a lot of issues with weather. So as that's crumbling, the weather stuff is going to start, they're going to start trying to screw around with that a little bit and disrupt things. And again, it's going to be another purging on Gaia. And so you're going to have that to kind of look for, understand that that's what's happening. And it's just a shifting of things energetically, but it's also some manipulation there, as well as Gaia herself purging some of this shadow that we've been moving through. And you're going to see a lot of wins again, some more wins. We're really starting to see them unfold in the earth plane, but also in the galactic realms. So as it's already happening there, it's already happened, and it's just taking from light years to get to earth, a little bit of a time delay there until it unfolds on the earth plane. But a lot of wins and a lot of galactic guidance and a lot of assistance right now for some really profound movement there. You're also going to start to see some things unfold with some of these tech companies where they're also going to start to have, I don't know if it's going to be prosecutions, but you're going to start to see a lot of the corruption on the back end being exposed in the next few years, especially starting this year and then 2, 3, 4 years from now. So a little bit of time delay. It's hard to pinpoint exact times because in the quantum realms, time isn't really real, but those timelines already exist, and so it's coming forward. We're in those timelines now, so we're going to start to see some of that. And also, I think the last item that I wanted to touch on this download was that the issues that are surrounding the Epstein trial and the prince, I forgot his name, the prince, I think it's Prince Andrew, who I believe it's Prince Andrew, who was involved in the Epstein case, and now he's been stripped of his titles. And so what's going on the back end of that also is a collapse really of the reptilian agenda. They're beginning to kind of squabble amongst themselves, and there's a lot of bickering or backbiting that's going on in the galactic realms around that. And then of course that unfolds and it plays out in our earthly reality. And a lot of you guys probably know, if you've been following me or any of this ascension work that we're doing, is that a lot of times the reptilians, they control most of the elitists. And so you're going to start to see that whole elitist situation crumbling. You're going to see people in the human world backbiting each other in those realms. But what's really happening is that it's already happening in the galactic realms, and the hold that they've had on humanity is starting to loosen. And in the process, you're going to see it unfold in the mortal world. And you're going to start to see, people turning on each other that you thought they were all buddies, and that's what kept them all strong in terms of the cabal and the elitists and that. They're actually going to start to see a lot of backbiting in the mortal world as well. And so what's happening in the galactic realms is that we've been, again, receiving a lot of high voltage assistance and guidance, and really some battling, if you will, energetically between the light and the not light. And you're going to see it unfold in the mortal world now. And so you have that to look forward to. 2022, what I've been shown, is going to be a very good year for everybody. Have some fun. Enjoy that this is already unfolding. Don't be so serious about it. It's already written, so it's gonna unfold how it needs to. It's great work that humanity's been doing. So many light workers and empaths and healers and energy workers and everybody coming together to do this work. So much has been moved through that the 3D human may not be able to see, but energetically and in the cosmos, really we've moved through an absolute tremendous layer of some of the most densest energies on a collective level. So now we're kind of puncturing through that, and things are starting to crumble, and it's really going to be good. It doesn't mean that we're out of the woods and that we should stop doing our work. We're not going to be doing that, but it does mean that you should pat yourself on the back, take some deep breaths, don't stress too much about things. Understand that this is an unfoldment. There's not going to be this one magic pill you can take and have it all go away, but it's a process, and it's a beautiful unfoldment of us realigning to our true divine blueprint on earth for humanity. So a lot of good things to look forward to. Pay attention to the weather all year. Pay attention to that, because and know that everything that you think you're seeing in the mortal world isn't exactly the way that it appears or the way that it's being presented to you. So, when something happens, understand there's usually an energetic or a metaphorical understanding behind it, or there's something going on that's maybe been altered. And so, but you want to pay attention to it, because you're going to try to start using that. They're sort of running out of steam. They're really, really trying to push, this particular agenda that they have. And there's so many light beings now, and so many energy workers and souls that are awakening, that are becoming aware, and that are not having it. And so keep spreading the word, keep sharing videos and messages to everybody. Help. And the more that we keep awakening, the more that their grip is it's crumbling. So it's a great download, and I hope that helps everybody. Again, if you guys are liking this video, please make sure that you subscribe. Please like and share it to help the message get out to the collective. And what else? I'm not used to having to remember everything. I'm always trying to remind you guys. If you need any private one-on-one guidance in your own personal ascension journey to reconnect your divine blueprint, or to activate dormant DNA, or to help you work through your twin flame templating to heal your Merkaba, feel free to message me, ellenred.com. And until then, I'll see you on the next one. Namaste.